right, welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Rebounder. In this bouncy sequel, released in 1987 for the Commodore 64, take on the role of an eternally bouncing tennis ball once more. Traveling over a surreal landscape, but now equipped with powerful weapons, and tasked with saving the world from evil aliens. Right. So, I forget how long ago at this stage, but we have covered the prequel to this, Bounder. In fact, I reviewed that game, and I think of all of the Pixel Games UK re-releases that we've covered, that's still the best. And this looks like more of the same, pretty much, except we're going side to side horizontally now instead of vertically.
It actually changes directions.
Oh, that's surprisingly sophisticated. Given we're talking 1987 on the Commodore 64.
Mm-hmm. I would have liked to have a guide or a manual that said what all of the different patterns on the ground do, but
yeah.
The only thing I was able to find out for sure is that the arrows are the ones that make you double in the air, stay in the air for twice as long afterwards. I do not know what the smiley face is, and that is the thing that I disliked most about
this entire
is
game.
the fact that there is about a 50% chance when you respawn that you're just going to die immediately because it respawns you 3 inches from an edge.
That was a problem in the original Bounder as well.
Doesn't make it good.
Anyway, so
that and also the hit detection for the right edge of platforms is not amazing.
Once again, we are talking about the Commodore 64 here. Like, I'll get into it next review, but 8-bit computing platformers. Oh boy, the jank.
Oh no, I'm not pretending that most of the problems of this aren't because of the system. But so yeah, you automatically bounce. You can control your up, down, left, right movement, and you have to make sure that you are over ground when you hit the ground.
Yep.
You also can shoot, and the power-ups you get, the ones that look like F2 or whatever.
Can we?
Among other things, those there are also ones that change what your ball is made out of. I don't know what having your ball be more inflated does. I think it makes you bounce more.
Health.
But the letter power-ups, if they don't change what your ball is made out of, change your fire mode, which is indicated near the bottom right corner of your screen, if you could spare a second to look at that.
Big yikes.
Which is hard. You're about to get to the boss, so.
What the fuck is that?
Huh? Probably the boss.
Yeah.
Just shoot it and don't let it shoot you.
Thanks, genius. So I'm guessing my fire changes whether I'm going up or down?
This one just alternates firing up, down, and left, right. There's at least one fire mode that shoots in the direction you moved last. There's one fire mode that just kind of summons orbital fucking things around you that kind of move in. This is the thing I was talking about. After you beat the first boss, you get to choose whether you want to progress up, down, left, or up, down, or right. You can't go left because you came from left.
Okay, so
they are all significantly different stages, so that's interesting. I don't know how many stages there are total in the game.
Oh, go. Adam's trying to say something. What, Adam?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, can we address the fucking bonus text that was on the screen? It's like it's gone now, so there's no point.
Oh yeah, when you die or get bonuses, the score is briefly replaced with a extremely 80s phrase.
Meanwhile, Petty is low key.
No, the gameplay is kind of infuriating because the controls are not as precise as they need to be. It does not tell you where it is going to respawn you before it respawns you.
Yeah, that was a problem in the original game.
Which, like I said, can result in immediate death. Yeah, this is the fucking random fire power-up. It can fire in at least 3 different patterns, but it seems to hold while you're firing it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that the devs knew this was a problem because I'm just looking at the amount of lives Petty gets in a run.
Yeah, the first game had an in-game cheat for infinite lives. This one, as far as I can tell, doesn't.
Yeah. Also,
yeah, you start with 5 lives.
Yeah. Which is quite the amount of lives.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It's also not always totally clear when stuff can be stood on or not. And yeah, you're supposed to dodge shit like this thing when it's moving faster than you can possibly move.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, the saving grace of this game I can't tell you, or I can't show you because Petty isn't playing it, which is that for being in the C64 sound font, the music is exceptional.
Oh, the chat can hear the music. I just can't hear the music.
Yeah. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of the Frolin brothers worked on this then. Because I'm like, they had a way with the Commodore 64. Right, now I'm going to have to
let me double check.
Yeah. Well, I got the Moby Games up here. Is that mute? Ben Danglish. Let me see his credits.
Oh god. The fucking detection on just hitting ground. Fuck off. Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Yes. It's actually quite loud now.
Yeah. I mean, the composer here has a lot of...
Oh, no, it's completely blowing us out now. No, wait, 1 second.
Now it's turned down.
Sorry, no, I had another window open. I didn't realize it was playing the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the composer here has a lot of Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, work, Atari 8, any European computer you could mention. He's done a ton of work for it.
Anyway, the music is actually quite good, and I played this game for about twice as long as I would have otherwise, just because I liked the music. It's very beeps and boops, but it's like beeps and boops doing kind of a neat melody.
Yeah, you could do that with the Commodore 64. Like, the Commodore 64 had a very capable sound chip.
The SID chip is fucking based.
So yeah, the gameplay is awkward at best, but it might be worth checking out. I don't know. How much are they charging for it?
A pretty humble amount. It's clocking in at a regular price of $2.99.
Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. It's janky. Also, unlike some of the things that I believe we've gotten from them, this does only have the one version of the game. Though this game might have only been released on one platform. I don't know.
From my research, apparently this game only came out on the Commodore 64. But that
interesting because Bounder came out on everything.
Well, yeah, this might be the answers to the query I asked in the Bounder review. And that is, and I remember railing on this for quite a while because the Pixel Games UK package of Bounder has the Amstrad CPC and the ZX Spectrum versions of Bounder, but it did not have the Commodore 64 version, which is very conspicuous by its absence. And here we have a game that was only released on the Commodore 64. I suspect that might be why. It's also, there are some differences between Bounder and Rebounder, but not that many. I mean, it's definitely more than some sequels of this age have, but it's less than others.
Still, as far as retro games, and particularly Commodore games go, one could do worse. Just be aware of kind of jank controls.
Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else you wish to say about Rebounder here?
I think that's all.
All right, then. So that'll about do it for this game. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Llamasoft, the Jeff Mincher story.
Alrighty, and we're clear.
I linked to the site that I found that was playing the music at me.
Ah.